brain blast.
Excuse me. Long hiatus.
Yes, long hiatus. We apologize. Look, it's been so long. We were in the wilderness and I grew a beard.
I don't apologize. Hollywood needs to make better movies. So, there. I think the last one we saw was Batman vs. Superman. Now we're going to see
Captain America!
versus Iron Man.
And Civil War!
Hopefully it's very civil. I can just imagine
Hopefully it's polite.
them just being like, "Oh, good day, sir. I do not like this.
I slap you with a glove!
Challenge you to a duel." Yes, we should be very civil about this.
Yes. We must represent the American democracy. Very civilly.
Do you know what this is about?
A boot?
A boot?
More or less, from what I can gather, because of all the destruction, they have come to the idea, or the government has come to the idea, that the Avengers cannot go unchecked, nor ungoverned. So they try and enact what I think it's called I don't want to say the Patriot Act, but I know that's actually a legit thing. Let's just call it the Patriot Act.
Bill C-51.
Sure, let's call it B hut. Whatever it is, Bill ABC. Then Iron Man is all like, yeah, you know what? I think I agree with this. I think we should have to, abide by governing rules.
Fair enough, because, I mean, really, if someone did have him in check, I mean, maybe stuff wouldn't have gotten as blown up
as bad. And I mean, just imagine the millions and billions of dollars of damage that they've done so far to, Chicago, and I can't remember the other
Does
city.
he pay for that? I feel like he pays for that.
Oh, I'm sure he probably does. And it's a tax write-off likely as, I don't know how he would put it, business expenses for...
He's like Lex Luthor, who's like,
infinitely wealthy.
The metropolis has been destroyed, but I'll rebuild it.
Yeah,
because I've got lots of money.
Well, it's just like when Monty Burns in The Simpsons is caught putting the... I think it's season 3. He's caught putting the nuclear waste in the trees in the Springfield Park, and he gets fined $3 million, so he pays in cash right then and there. And then that's when that guy comes in for the monorail. That's the monorail. Anyways, then Captain America's all like, "Nuh-uh, I have had people try and govern me. I've had people try to govern me too many times, and it's all gone foul, and it never works out to their own best interest." So he's like, I disagree. So then he's all against.
Which, I mean, kind of makes sense, because, like, Hydra and shit, right?
Yep.
I mean,
and imagine the world would have been over without them.
Well, it would just be a different world. Am I right?
Sponsors. Yes, it would be a very different world.
So
I don't know who I side with. I think I'm gonna have to see the movie to help me decide what's right and what's wrong. Now,
personally, I hate Captain America. He's like a little bitch.
Yeah, he's all like, Patriot Act! Yay!
You shouldn't really murder people, but it's okay if I do it.
That's right.
Watch your language, Tony Stark.
That's right. There are children about.
There are people who I just murdered, but don't you dare drop that F-bomb.
That's right. I just smashed somebody's face in with my shield.
Let's all be PG about this.
Yep. Anywho, I'm excited. I think it'll be pretty good. I hope that they keep true to the Marvel way, which is, include a good amount of humor in the film. Obviously action, and you kind of know what to expect with this film, really. I don't think how we can really be surprised with anything.
Why I feel like I have very low expectations for it, because I know what's going to happen. Say something about something. Shit! Oh, if there's a death, I'll be happy. If they kill Captain America, thumbs up for me.
They kill Iron Man?
Kill Iron Man? You know what? I'd be disappointed, but
you'd be happy with the film as a whole.
They could also kill that dude with the bow and arrow, Hawkeye. Mm-hmm. He could die. So,
what about if they took out Black Widow?
I feel like
it was almost...
See, I don't know. I feel there's been kind of hints towards them murdering Captain America. Like Bucky's held his shield. Spider-Man gets his shield.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man's in this movie.
In the trailer. Aaron just got like way too. Oh. He's got like a boner now. So I don't know. I feel like there's been like hints towards that. I think Black Widow. Did I say Black Widow had a shield?
No.
Bucky's got his shield. Black Widow's had his shield.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man gets his shield. So I feel like maybe there's a death, and that's how things kind of get resolved. Kind of similar to Batman vs Superman, and where Superman's like Martha, and it's like, oh yeah, my mom died. Let's totally just
team up on this shit.
Yeah, because we don't want our moms to die. That should have came out Mother's Day.
That would be good.
That would have been a good Mother's Day.
Come on, people, get your head straight with this.
Whatever your director name was, get your shit figured out. Anyway, we're gonna go watch the movie. It's kind of raining, and
that's okay. It's just like slightly.
Just a little spittles. Anyway, we're gonna go see the movie, and we'll get back to you ASAP.
I tell ya.
So that was
Captain America
versus Iron Man.
I have a headache.
I wonder why.
I have a headache.
So much goddamn shaky cam.
Oh.
Pull out when you're doing a fight scene. Just pull out and show the whole fight scene. Don't get all up in your face and move shit like that. That's not cool. Just pull out. It's always the way to do it.
It is always the way to do it.
Okay, so Aaron, what did you think of Captain America: Civil War? There's gonna be spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie and you plan to,
so pause it right now.
Go watch it,
and then come back.
Come back. If you don't want to see it, this is perfect because you're getting all the lowdowns, the nitty gritties,
juicy details.
So juicy.
I liked it actually. I liked it quite a bit.
What did you like about it?
I think it's a movie you need to see a second time to really digest, to be quite honest.
Is this the first time you saw it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it the first time you've seen it?
Yes.
Okay.
It
Glad
is.
we're on the same page.
I was just, because you said you have to see it 2 times to digest it.
No. I think it's mostly a setup movie as well, definitely, in some aspects.
I think,
but they didn't really resolve a whole lot in a sense, right?
It kind of picks up, does its own thing, and then definitely allows you to carry the ball, just like, you know, pretty much every.
I'm not sure I like the ending. I'm conflicted on the ending. I feel like it was anticlimactic because you know what, when you and I were talking in the preview about whether or not Captain America would die, you know, I could really see it, or I could see Iron Man or somebody. When they're kind of going into that final like building at the very end, you know, where they're fighting each other, I could really have seen some sort of fatality in there. I was actually envisioning the you know, Bucky, and then that's what really drives Captain America and Iron Man apart. But I think, I mean, the action scenes were great.
There was a lot of action.
Yep, and that's what you paid the you know, it was well worth the price of admission for that alone.
When there's a title like this, and you know it's the 2 heroes against each other,
there should
you
be.
Expect action, and there was action.
Yeah.
So that was good.
And a variety of action. I mean, I really liked how, you know what, if you didn't tell me, if you had not told me that Spider-Man was in this movie, that would have been a lot cooler because they dropped it subtly, you know, that Peter and then Parker, right? But then when Tony's in the room with him, it's like, oh, then it's a good realization, right? That you have to hint first,
I feel like that took so long. Like
it did. It was
felt like
unnecessarily
that
long.
scene was like half an hour long.
Yeah, it was unnecessarily long. But I mean, they're introducing a character that you know, they haven't had creative powers over.
How they introduced Black Panther was like quick, right?
Yes, and that was actually a badass way of introducing him, because all of a sudden you're like, who's the new guy?
Yeah.
And
I feel like they could have done that with Spider-Man, but probably because of like something with Sony, they kind of had to suck their dick a little bit and give them screen time.
Probably. No, I think I liked it. I think that the cinematography could have been done a little bit better. I think that the camera work at times, you're right, shaky cam was a little bit of an issue.
It just doesn't feel like the hits are real.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, was there anything you didn't like about the movie?
Like I said, I think I would want to see it again. Pacing was a small issue for me.
I agree.
Because all of a sudden, I mean, they have to get everything done in like 36 hours. I was fine at the beginning because, you know, you were back in 1991 when that happened.
Flashback, and then they did the flashback again, and then they did that flashback again.
Yeah, which is fine. I'm fine with that.
I'm not. I would have liked to see a heist. Like, get the Avengers out of jail.
Yeah.
Instead of just Steve showing up, being all like, oh yeah, I would have liked to see a heist for that.
Even a 5 or 10 minute ending. Just to kind of pick the action up and then...
It could have went with the credits. Like, when the credits were going, they could have had a little box on the side, and they could have had Steve breaking the Avengers out of prison, because, spoilers, they go to prison. Out of 10 submersible prison bases, how many submersible prison bases would you give this out of 10 submersible prison bases? Submersible bases. Prisons. Out of 10 bases.
Initially, it was a good movie. There's nothing like that really stands out as a big issue for me. But I would probably have to say like a 7 to a 7.5. So let's go 7.25.
Not that good.
It was good. It was worth the price of admission for the action. And it was worth the price. I just wish that there was more of the quality funny dialogue. Like they tried a little bit too hard in that big fight scene with
fell a little
Spider-Man.
flat.
Yeah, it did. And
but it's kind of more of a serious.
Had some of the best lines.
It's kind of a more serious movie. Like, you don't make really jokes like when you're trying to fight someone.
No,
really. And they're against each other the whole time, so it's kind of hard to make a quip when you're like.
But it is kind of part of their franchise.
I guess it is, but
to a point. And I guess I just didn't. You're right. I think some of the jokes they tried and it just didn't work.
And I think it is a more serious bet.
So now, what did you like and not like about the movie?
I liked the action was pretty good. I enjoyed that there were fight scenes for this movie. Spider-Man kicked ass. It actually made me want to see a Spider-Man movie. I saw Spider-Man swinging around, and I was like, man, fuck Avengers. I want to see a Spider-Man movie. I don't want to watch this shit anymore.
It was nice to see him.
There was some, I don't know, pacing, like you said. I didn't enjoy it. There were things like, so Peggy dies, and that is in London for some reason, because...
Well, she was remember, she was British.
She was British. English. Okay.
So after
so that's in London. War. Black Widow flies to say, oh, Captain America, I didn't want to be alone, even though you were sitting alone through the whole freaking funeral by yourself.
No, he was,
They were still in London. He was in the chapel.
Yeah, I know, but during the funeral, when that blonde, her niece, was up, that was also weird. When I said to you, who's a better kisser? That would have been a good answer. Some comment like that would have been great. Oh, you're just like your aunt.
Okay, so she didn't? He wasn't alone?
No, there was a, who was beside him? The, not Hawkeye, the other wing dude.
Was he there?
Not the black guy, but the, was he black? Just not the one that becomes paralyzed.
The wingsuit guy, Falcon.
Falcon, yes.
He was there?
Yeah, he was sitting right beside him.
Okay, well, she still went and was like, I didn't want you to be alone, which is the word she said.
Pretty sure she was at the funeral, wasn't she?
Yeah, that's where she talked to him.
I know.
At the funeral in the church. You're missing the point! The point is that she's like, come with me on the plane, we can go something in Venice, right?
Right. And
he's like, no, I'm not gonna do that shit. So he doesn't go on the plane. Or he does go on the plane to Vienna? Because later, he's talking with Peggy's niece, and they're all buddy buds. She's like, thanks for walking me home, which you would think would be in London, because that's where the funeral was, and they didn't fucking walk across the planet. Next thing you know, fucking Vienna's blowing up. 30 minutes later, Captain America's in Vienna. I don't know Europe very well, but it's a long walk.
It's a long walk. Vienna's in the eastern part, yeah.
That'd be a long walk from I don't know where in London to I don't know where in Vienna. That happened. There was that, and there was another thing. God damn it, I can't remember. pissed me off.
We need to make notes in these movies.
You need to make notes. Jesus. It's like...
So, how many fallen wingsuits would you rate this movie out of 10 possible fallen wingsuits?
3.5. I didn't like it.
You came out of here. I heard you in there. You said it was good.
That is, yeah, it was good. I don't
so
want
a
to see it again.
3.5 is a good.
I like Batman vs. Superman more. It was the exact same movie, except opposite.
No,
yes.
It wasn't the same movie.
Superman's like, you gotta save Martha, and Batman's like, oh, I'm not gonna kill you. That's my mom. That's your mom. This one, Tony Stark's like, you killed my mom, I'm gonna kill you. It's the exact same, just opposite. I feel like probably DC got a hand on the Marvel script, because Marvel's been doing this for way longer. It's been in like production for years. I feel like they got it and they're like, okay, we got this. We're gonna beat them by 3 months. Everybody go! Maybe it wasn't 3 months they beat them by, but they're like,
but it was,
go!
Yeah.
Go!
Yeah. What side would you be on?
Oh, what side would I be on?
Oh. Mel asks the tough question.
I mean, because on one hand, you can't just go running around murdering people and like causing chaos, even if it is for the greater good. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. You just can't be like running around unchecked, because who knows? Next thing you know, you're like freaking beating up Aaron because he downloaded some iTunes, or for free. He didn't use iTunes. But the other hand is like, I mean, with all this corruption and stuff, can you really like have such powerful people like calling the shots?
And all you're going to be to them is an expendable resource. You're
The
nothing more than a nuclear bomb, in essence, as they reference.
Right.
I would be on Team Captain America.
You'd be on Team Captain America, and why is that?
Because I wouldn't trust the government to handle the abilities properly. How can they designate to say, and how are they going to label the importance of the Avengers to go to this accident or to this catastrophe versus, and not this one? Who makes that call? And you know, it's tough, and you can see both sides as you pointed out. But yeah, I wouldn't trust the government because.
But it's not just one government.
No, it's the United Nations.
It's just like 127 countries.
Says, you know, as Cap says, there's still agendas. Everybody has an agenda and their own personal goals. If the Avengers, who really don't have agendas.
He said everyone has agendas.
Yes, but.
So he's got an agenda.
But what is his agenda? To save people?
To, you know, maybe put some people's lives at risk to save his friend Bucky.
Well, okay, I'm not agreeing with what
Which,
did.
by the way, Bucky, god damn it, they're storming his apartment. What is he? He's got a metal arm for protection.
Yeah.
If I was to, like, hide behind my arm for when, like, people are shooting at me, no, not gonna work.
And why not shoot him, like, anywhere
like,
else but the arm?
There's a lot of area for you to still hit.
Yeah, that was a little unrealistic.
I mean, I get pissed off with Captain Shield, because, like, his shield's, like, covers most of his body, but he's still got legs. Yeah. Shoot him in the fucking leg.
That's funny, because Iron Man points that out to Spider-Man.
Yeah, go for the legs.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. But no, I would side, philosophically, I would side with Captain America. I wouldn't trust the government. That's just me.
Alex?
I'd go Iron Man.
That's fair. That's fine.
Because, like, you know, fucking Captain America's got his own agenda, right? So you're gonna be running around. You're gonna be running around destroying half a town looking for one guy who's your buddy from, you know, the 50s, or you're gonna be going and, you know, maybe instead of saving some African country from, you know, a meteorite, you're saving some French kids from something. You know? Because someone's got to make that call.
Yeah, so what's wrong with the Avengers making that decision themselves?
Well, because he's going to choose neither. He's going to go chase Bucky down the street and blow up half the town while he's doing it.
It's not
speechless.
It's not all about Bucky.
It's all about Bucky! That's this movie! It's all about Bucky!
That is what this movie's about. But what I'm saying, what you're asking, or what Mel's question was, is that whose side are you on in terms of philosophy? Is that philosophy? That's a proper term.
Philosophy of morality?
No. Philosophy is in terms of who should be empowered.
See, I think it would be kind of like the Iron Man side would be kind of like it starts out with all these political bigwigs, and you know, you get a couple jerks. They get, you know, in and out, fired and hired and fired, kind of deal. And then next thing you know, the superheroes are more or less running the show, just with the political backing that says, you know, yes, this is okay to go do it. And there definitely might be some times where they have to like branch off and do like multiple things, and maybe not everything is covered, because like Superman points out, how do you save everyone? Aside from,
you can't.
Well, Superman could.
Yeah.
Fly around the earth, go backwards, and save everyone.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
What was that? Superman 1 or 2 or whatever?
Alright, so there you go. That's how... Another thing is, like, if you have, like, a license... Like, if you're, like, a super black belt, you have to become registered as, like... Because your body's a weapon, right?
Yeah.
Guns should be registered, so you can't just go own a gun, right? If you're a superhero...
You don't need to register your weapon in Canada.
You should get, like, a, you know... Go through the proper networks, you know, to, like... buy a gun, to say that, you know, like, I can't just go meet a guy behind the dumpster and buy a gun, you know, and next thing you know, I have a gun. I feel like that should be a thing, and superheroes would classify themselves as weapons, I think, and should be put into check. Like, I don't have to classify myself as a weapon, because if I try to kill you with my bare hands, well, I'm probably going to end up hurting myself.
Yeah, that's your opinion, and that's a fair point. I'm just
It's the right
one. Just
so...
agree to disagree. It's the right one, my ass.
All right, so
thanks so much for watching. Comment below
on what side you're on. Yes, there's only one side, so take care. Next time we'll go see something else. And until next time, have a good evening, good night, and